Hey, I'm ChristopherJMUA and welcome back to my channel. Unless you've never been here, of course, then welcome. I'm so glad you stopped by. Today, we are reviewing the Makeup Revolution X Nightmare Before Christmas collaboration. And I'm so excited to get into this collection. Not only do we have a couple of massive palettes here, but we also have a couple of highlighters and a lip gloss. I think it's just a clear lip gloss though, but the packaging is cute, so that's all I'm here for that one. But I am really excited to see what these palettes look like, what the shade differences are in each of them, and what exactly the highlighters look like. So if you're excited to see what this collection consists of as well, and how the highlighters and palettes perform, as well as what my initial first impressions are on the entire collection, then stay exactly where you are, keep doing exactly what you're doing, and keep on watching. Now I got all of these products from Ulta. Each palette was $22, the gloss was $8, and the highlighters were $10. I don't know if these are pressed or loose, we'll find that out later. I'm gonna start first with the eyeshadow palettes because I'm gonna start naturally with my eyes first. If you've never been here before, I always do my eye makeup first because I never know what a palette's gonna perform like, so I'd rather be safe than sorry. Now since we have two really giant palettes here, I'm sure this is gonna take a little while to swatch these shades. So I'm gonna move right into showing you guys what the palettes look like, and then I'm gonna zoom you guys in so that I can show you guys the swatches. First we have the Jack palette. The artwork on the front of this is beautiful. I love this. And the pinstripe packaging, just like his suit, it's gorgeous. It is definitely Tim Burton, definitely Nightmare Before Christmas. The aesthetic is there. And then on the back it shows that it is the Jack palette. And then the palette itself is exactly the same as the unit carton that it comes in. On the back it still says Jack and it gives all of the shades on the side. And then if we open it, that is the Jack palette. Next we have the Sally palette. The front of it has Sally on it, of course, and it's just as beautiful as the Jack palette. Then on the back it also says Sally at the top, has the numbered shades on the side, and then the ingredient list. Then if we open it, the Sally palette looks just like the Sally unit carton. Sally on the front, then the back, Sally again, and then the shades on the side. And then if we open it, we have the Sally shades. The first shade from the Jack palette on the left side is Ghoulish. Then the shade Halloween Town. What's this? Eureka. Mayor. Toy Duck. Bones. Love. Sandy Claus. Forever. Pumpkin Song. Hinterlands. Lock. Shock. Barrel. Moon. Christmas Town, and Mummy Boy. And that's the last shade from the left side of the Jack palette. I'll go ahead and insert photos of the swatches, one with flash here, and one without flash here. And here's a video close-up of all the swatches of the left side of the Jack palette. Now we're moving on to the right side of the Jack palette. The first shade is Madness. Bugs, Master of Fright, Everybody Scream, Oogie's Lair, Sally, Mischief, Pumpkin King, Gentleman, Graveyard, Spooky, Jack's House, Dead of Night, Behemoth, Zero, Love Never Dies, Undersea Gal, Oogie Boogie. And now that's every single swatch from the right side of the Jack palette. I'll go ahead and insert the photos of those swatches, one with flash right here, and one without flash right here. And now here's our video close-up of the right side of the Jack palette. Now the first shade on the left side of the Sally palette is Ghost, Chills, Pumpkin Patch, Jack, Spiral Hill, Enchanting, Love is Eternal, Boogeyman, Better Together, Moonlight, Take a Chance, Roll the Dice, Trick or Treat, Jack-o'-lantern, Romantic, Vampire Teddy, Full, Mad Scientist. And there we have every swatch from the Sally palette on the left side. I'll go ahead and insert the photos of the swatches, one with flash here, and one without flash here. And a video close-up of the Sally palette on the left side. Now, last, these are the swatches for the right side of the Sally palette. And the first shade is the shade Aglow, Scare, This is Halloween, Misfit Love, Scream Queen, Wormswort, Play Dead, Feelings, Thistle, Soup, Frog's Breath, Shadow on the Moon, Jewel, Scream, Scrumptious, Darkness, Deadly Nightshade, and Dr. Finkelstein. And with that, those are the last shades from the right side of the Sally palette and all of the shades from the Makeup Revolution X Nightmare Before Christmas collection. I'll go ahead and insert the photos of these swatches, the one with flash here, and the one without flash here. And here's our final video close-up of the last shades of the Sally palette on the right side. Okay, swatches are done. There were a ton of satin shades in these palettes. I think there were only really a couple of like real metallic shimmer shades, and I feel like that's kind of common with Makeup Revolution palettes. Has anybody else noticed that? Anyway, that's just what I've noticed so far, but swatches mean literally nothing. Now, since those swatches took forever, like 10 million years, I know that that many shades had to have taken forever. What I'm gonna do to try and offset that time is just show you guys the look being created on both sides. I'm going to use the Sally palette on my right side and then the Jack palette on my left side. I'm gonna zoom you guys in, let you see the close-up of me actually doing the eyeshadow, and then once I finish it, I'll give you my final thoughts on the actual palette performance afterward. That way we're not doing my traditional use the shade and elaborate how the shade is performing type of video. So I'm gonna go ahead and shut up and zoom in and show you guys the look. Eyes and face are now done. Now let's test out the highlighters. This is the highlighter in the shade Misfit Love. This is the shade Moonlight, Mischief, and Magic. I am going to be trying both highlighters on both sides of the face. I did avoid highlighter throughout the rest of the face routine so that we could try them like this. So first, the Misfit Love highlighter. Oh, the packaging looks like this. It's got Sally in front of her tombstone with Jack giving her a rose, and the actual component itself also looks the same. And if we open it, oh, I thought it was going to be a loose highlighter, but it is not. It is what looks like kind of a champagne-y highlighter with a little picture of Jack pressed in the pan. Ugh, I wish they would have just put loose plastic sheets inside to protect it, but that's fine. Swatch this and see what it looks like. So this is Misfit Love. Okay. Kind of a orangey champagne, very metallic for sure. And then here is Moonlight, Mischief, and Madness. It shows Jack and Sally on top of Spiral Hill with a little pumpkin patch down below. Then the same thing for the component itself. And is that the same highlighter? They're both very soft, like plushy almost. And here is Moonlight, Mischief, and Madness. Okay, definitely not the same. Got it. So I guess one is more of a pinky white champagne and the other's more like an orangey yellow bronzy kind of color. Okay, well now let's put them on the face. I'm gonna use the same Morphe brush essentially on both sides. That way there's really, truly no difference. And let's see, Misfit Love is gonna go on the Sally side. This is Sally's side of my face. It is so weird having two different looks on my eyes. I'm not used to it. Oh wow, there's a lot of kickback in that highlighter. Whew. It should have a lot of shine then, if that's the case. Oh, bummer, that's leaving a cast. Man, I mean, it's not too terrible. If it was the dead of summer, the dead of summer, I would probably be deep enough for that to actually work. It's pretty still. I guess the cast isn't so terrible. There is one, but luckily, since I bring my bronzer all the way like up to my lower lash line, mostly, it doesn't look too bad. So that was Misfit Love. Now let's see Moonlight, Mischief, and Madness. I think this is gonna be my jam right here. Oh, hi, honey. Yep, that's it. That's what I like. Ugh. Okay, yep, that's gonna be the one that also goes right here. Wow, that one is beautiful. That one's okay. That one is beautiful. But if you have medium to deeper skin, the gold one's gonna be more your jive. And now last, we have the lip gloss that I got. There were actually a couple more shades of this lip gloss, not on Ulta's website. I actually didn't even see this again on Ulta's website whenever I went to check the prices on there today. But I did find them on Makeup Revolution's website, and they had more than just this one. This one, I think, is just clear. It's called Zero, so it does make sense, which Zero is the little ghost dog that Jack has. So it would make complete sense if it were clear. And it is completely clear. I need to start really paying attention whenever I buy glosses because I do not need another clear gloss. Just so you guys know, I did go in with the Makeup Revolution lipstick in the shade Amazing Lipstick. It was in last year's Christmas Advent calendar. Now I'm just gonna top it with the clear gloss. It kind of feels like a lip oil. It smells so good. Oh my gosh. It smells like creme brulee or vanilla, or I don't know. It smells really, really good. And with the gloss applied, that now completes the entire look from the Makeup Revolution X Nightmare Before Christmas collection review. What do you guys think of the look? Me with my one green lid and my one blue lid. I actually think both looks turned out really pretty. I think that I was able to get pretty decent looks out of both. Let me first say that I could definitely for sure recommend both highlighters, one for more medium skin, one for lighter skin. And if you're in the market for a clear gloss and you want one that has Zero on it and it's Nightmare Before Christmas themed, it's super cute, so why not get it? Then whenever it comes to the palettes themselves, if I took off this packaging and it didn't have Jack Skellington and Sally Skellington on it, I don't know if I would have been as excited about it. I wish that Makeup Revolution would just kind of up their game on their shimmer shades. Personally, this is my own opinion, thoughts, and views. I just personally don't use satin all that often, and a lot of the shades are very satiny, or they're just not as punchy, because I wouldn't call what's on my lid right now necessarily satin, because it does have a pretty high reflect. I just really like those punchy, metallic, foiled shimmers, and I don't get that a lot from Makeup Revolution. And when I do get it, like in their highlighters for instance, the formula just isn't my favorite. And I think that comes into play whenever you're choosing what kind of eyeshadow palettes you like, because formula is definitely a factor in choosing palettes. For Makeup Revolution, them, I put them in that more eyeshadow based eyeshadow rather than like artistry type palettes. I feel like these palettes are definitely a lot more wearable and more for the everyday consumer than they would be for like a makeup artist or like for someone that's gonna be just creating bright, bold cut creases on their eye. This isn't gonna be that. I don't think their formula is necessarily geared for that. I've never had that kind of experience using their palettes, but I will say I do like them for what they are. So if you are looking for some cute eyeshadow that you want to wear on the daily and you want to have some options for colors and you love the idea of a Nightmare Before Christmas themed palette with two very unique color stories between the two, Sally being more pinky mauve purples and Jack being more cool colorful type tones, then this would definitely be the collection for you. If you want more artistic pressed pigments or one palette for every need type collection, this might not be for you then. So just take all of those things into consideration if this is a collection that you're interested in. I do think for Halloween and the Christmas season, and for this being a Nightmare Before Christmas collaboration, it's fantastic. I love it for that. I bought it for that. I'm excited to have it for that, and I will probably continue to use it. So with that being said, that concludes this review. I'd love to know what you guys think down in the comments below. I always love to know what you guys think. And of course, I'm always curious as to what your opinions are on the collections that we review here on my channel. If you did enjoy this video, it'd be really awesome if you wanted to give me a thumbs up. If you care about me and my life, it'd be really cool if you gave me a thumbs up. Also, if you like this look, or this look, and you want to see more looks like them, you can follow me on Instagram, Twitter, and Snapchat. My username is the same for everything. It's just ChristopherJMUA. And if you gain nothing out of this video, if you gain nothing out of any of my videos, please at least gain this, and that is to always remember and never forget that you are absolutely beautiful. And I love you guys. Bye.